Good morning, everybody. Angel from Ange Bar here. And this morning, I want to talk to you about one of the items that I read in the pamphlet that the church put out. It talks about being in the darkness. And I also want to mention a bit about God's timing. So, real quick, in the pamphlet that came out, the readings have been talking about the birth of Jesus coming. And in the Northern Hemisphere, tomorrow is the longest night of the year, which means it's going to be the darkest. And it reminds us that perhaps all of us experience darkness, fear, anxiety, especially during the COVID months. And just as Mary's first response in the readings that were actually for today, she, I'm sure, was frightened. That's when the angel Gabriel comes to her and tells her that, God has taken favor upon her and she is to bear a child. So Mary moves from her fearful place. Here's this angel telling her all this, wait a minute, I'm scared. And of course the angel says, it's okay, be peaceful. And she has this deep worry, yet she is going to trust in what the angel says. And it's during all the days of Mary's life, she was able to glow in the dark times because she was rooted on the light of God's presence. At that point, when Mary turns and says, let it be done unto me as the Lord wishes, that's where she's turning herself over to God and she's letting his light fill her and trust in him. And by doing that, she keeps that light within her and it shines throughout the rest of her life. And she's a servant of God with pure trust and love that we all wish to mimic to someday. And I say that because God has an amazing way with timing if we put our trust and our faith in him. Things don't always go well. Things don't go our way, and we have bad days and bad things happen. But remember that God is where all the good comes from. And yes, bad things happen, but within those bad things, God is typically preparing us. He is giving us the tools that we need and helping us get past the difficult times so that we can be prepared for the great times that are yet to come. There's always a lesson that we learn in life, right? Everybody has a story. So we need to remember that when we're dealing with other people. And we need to remember that whatever light that God has within us, we ask him to share it through us with the people that we're around. I want to read one more little thing. This was from a prayer book that I had. And it said that, it says, Father, it's as if time itself was aware of your plan to redeem humanity through your Son. In the verse, there's a verse that they talk about from Galatians says, but when the fullness of time bad came, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, in order to redeem those who were under the law, so that we might receive adoption as his children. And that's from Galatians. So in that verse, it reminds us of the perfect timing. Nothing you do is by accident or happenstance. Jesus came at precisely the right time in history to carry out God's wonderful purpose. I'll trust in you then with the timing in my life. I'll stop fretting and wait patiently. You are in control, and I know you have a plan. And that's really what we want to strive for. We want to strive for realizing and remembering God has a plan for us. And putting our faith and our trust in him will help us get there, even through the difficult times. Put our focus on him and he will carry you through. He will give you the tools you need and he will help you get to the understanding and the lesson and the ability and the skills to move forward. So as we celebrate Mary's commitment and love and trust in God, may we also be able to experience that love and trust in our Lord within ourselves so that we can portray God's will in our lives and those that we come in contact with. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you all have a beautiful week, and I'm very excited for Christmas this year. It's been a trying year, a struggling year, but an absolutely magnificent and beautiful year as well. Many things that seemed dark in the very beginning, having faith and trusting in God has brought more beautiful things to light than I could have ever imagined, at least for myself in this difficult year. And I'm looking forward to all the great things yet to come. And I hope you are too. So thank Mary for saying yes, and thank the Lord for being a part of our lives. Have a great day, everybody. And I look forward to talking to you again next time. Bye-bye. remember, smile. Say hello to a friend. Hold the door open. You never know. You might change somebody's life.